Hi, succulent fans. I know it's late, but when I was planning to go upstairs to the bedroom, and this guy, the snake plant, gave me a signal and said, "You need to do something with me." And then I said, "Oh, okay." And then we wonder what happened. When I walk past her, and then I knock one sleeve off, and it's giving me the signal, yeah, I'm too crowded in this pot. You need to repot me, or at least you need to take some of the leaves off from me and do some propagation, or just separate, take some of the small plants out. And so it's not super crowded for them. It is a giant plant. It's a bit overcrowded. Let me see how many plants growing inside. Wow. For the main plant here and along her side, there are two. And for this main plant, there are another two is growing. And here are 1, 2, 3. Another 3 growing in the vessel. They are the medium size. So that is for a 5-gallon bucket. It is really a big one. So in that situation, I do need to do something. I don't normally repot the plants often. A lot of people buy the succulents and then repot them right after. And because they were told that the soil they use is not good. No, the soil that in the nursery they use is perfect for the succulents. When it's overcrowded, when they restrict your plants from growing, or when the soil is really not good enough, when the plants get all the nutrition and the soil is not really benefit the plant, in that situation you change the pot or repot it. Otherwise just leave it alone. Today I'm not going to repot this plant, but I would love to show you this snake plant. Is also called sanseveria. It's kind of a rare succulent because the rare it is, and then the higher the market price it is. For example, this small guy here, it cost me, let me see, about 15 bucks. In the nursery, the bigger one is half of this size. It cost $100. And this one here, that's also a type of a snake plant. And this guy is also giving me a signal I need to work on her, because you see this leaf. What happened is a couple of days ago, it was placing outside, and because of the wind, it was knocked down, and this leaf was damaged. But actually, it is good for me. In that situation, I can just propagate more succulents and more snake plants. How to propagate a snake plant is super easy. Just take a piece of leaf off. You can cut it from the middle, but it's ugly because you can see the growing part is exposing to the outside. So what I normally do is just tweak at the root at the bottom and then get the leaf off instead of cut in the middle of nowhere. And then you can use a knife or a pair of scissors to cut it. What's the good length? For the big one, 3 to 5 inches is good. For the smaller one, they never grow that tall, so it doesn't make sense for you to cut them short. So 2 to 4 inches is preferred. As always, any of the succulents, when you do the propagation, when you do the cutting or leaf propagation, you always need to remember, let it get fully callus. Otherwise, the virus would just weave inside the plant easily. It wouldn't get propagated. So this is the leaf from her. And talk about the snake plant, it is really amazing. It can just get rid of toxic air in your house, in your room, especially when you just redecorate your room or remodeling your room, and you can have these plants. Another good thing about these snake plants is they are not really light demanding plant. You can put them near a window. It doesn't matter a south or east or west facing window. As long as there is some light, they're happy. But don't put in the total shade area. It doesn't work. And I just tweak another piece from the root part, you see, and I will do the same. Cut it in 4 or 5 pieces and then get it fully calloused and then get propagation. That's what I will do. For the propagation, actually there are many ways. You can use soil propagation, just to put onto the surface of the soil. You can also do the water propagation. Put the plant just like 1 centimeter above the water. It's kind of like the moisture benefit the plant. Normally we don't put into the water directly because succulents, they actually don't like to be soaked in water, no matter it's for propagation or it's for daily growing. So don't do that, not into the water. Like this guy is the same. Don't worry about this part. It's actually just the get fully calloused. And then I will cut her into several pieces. Let me see. Yeah, 3 is good. This guy is keep telling me, yeah, it's my turn, come and deal with me. Yeah, okay. This one I cut it from the middle because it's broken from the middle. And now I need, oh my god. And I'm dealing with another one, the same problem. It was outside and it was blown down by wind and it got broken because I live in Wisconsin and the weather is really unexpected, unpredictable. Like today, the snow was quite heavy, and the sun come out, and then snow, and then sun, and snow, and cloudy. Oh my God! Did I tell you? Like I put my temporary greenhouse outside, and it was blown over into the lake. Yeah, I feel so bad. I was pissed off. Actually, also by myself because I was thinking like, I'm so dumb. Why I just put these things so early? Because I'm a plant mom. I'm a succulent mom. Don't poke my head, please. I want to give them the best. Oh, okay. And that's the second way, like I said, water propagation. The third way is just put them onto the piece of hand towel and then leave them alone. After around 15 to 20 days, you go and check them and then just water them once in another maybe 15 days. When you see the baby start growing and you can water them more often, like once a week. Before the babies going out, just leave them alone. They are fine. They like the dry environment, so don't bother yourself. You know, propagate succulents. One important thing is patient. You really need to be patient. If you just go there every day, you will get really disappointed because it wouldn't give you something in a short time. Normally it's around a month. Some of them is faster, like ghost plant is really good for propagation. Topsy-turvy is quick propagation plants, succulents. These are actually the good beginner plants. I actually shared a video about the topsy-turvy, about how to carry it, propagation, every details. Go and check my video. You will find useful information in it, I promise. Tomorrow I may just keep going with get more leaves and get 1 or 2 pieces of this snake plant out of the planter and then repot them into another planter. So give all of them a good growing environment. Like I always say, if you give them enough space, they grow actually happier and bigger. If you restrict them, growing a small pot, and you should restrict them from growing, these guys are winter dormant plants, and this is the right time of year to give them the opportunity to grow. In the summer, in the spring, from spring to the autumn, they will grow really happy. And if you grow them outdoor, like in a really spacious area, and you may find like a double or even triple of the former plant just in this like 4, 5, 6 months. It's amazing. Okay, and now I will show you how to propagate onto the surface of something. And this is my way of being succulent and being experimenting a lot of things, and I found it's quite useful. Oh, before we go, one thing, you see the planter of this snake plant is just a black bucket. It's not pretty, and what I will do, I will just use a rope, and then use poster glue the poster glue on, You don't need to cover the whole surface, just some lines vertically go down and then roll the rows around. You will see it look perfect, beautiful. It's just like a basket you buy from the store and then coated it. But we spend a lot of money to buy these plants, and I would like to save the money on buy more plants instead of buying a lot of planters or planter covers, this type of thing. Yeah, it's my way of being succulents. And actually, I did post a video about how to coat these original plastic planters with rose. If you go to my list and find how to DIY planter cover, you will find the video, and I'm sure it's useful too. I want to share a lot of useful information to succulents fans because we have the same hobby. Why not? And now you come with me to, you can see I'm in the kitchen. Actually, I just have succulents almost everywhere of the house, like my eggs and egg holder. I use that as a propagation station too. And in one of my videos, I used the eggshell to make succulent fertilizer. You can just use all these organic succulent fertilizers to fertilize them instead of use the strong chemical one, because if you are not careful enough, you don't use the right ratio, you are killing the plant. And what I'm doing right now is I just put these cutted snake plant into the egg holders. In that situation, you don't really need to worry about which side is up, which side is down, because sometimes it's hard to tell which is up and which is down, because you use the dry propagation way, and then no matter what, they will come up with some baby plants, which is easier, especially for this snake plant. Look, that is my egg holder propagation station. It doesn't occupy a lot of space. It doesn't require like soil, and you don't need to worry about how long you need to get the cut callus, because you just leave the leaves that way. Oh, another way to propagate a snake plant is not really propagate. You cut the whole plant, like I say, my snake plant, the main plant on side growing two new ones. You cut from the bottom of a new baby and the other one, and get it fully callus and plant it. It will be an adult plant soon. That's also a good way to propagate snake plants. Okay, thank you for watching the video, and hopefully it's helpful to you. If you like, please hit the love button, and you're welcome to share with whoever loves succulents or gardening or plants. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.